Lord Krishna introduced the topic of meditation towards the end of the last chapter. Being an important topic, Krishna spends almost the whole of this chapter dealing with meditation. Hello and welcome to my channel. We are reading Bhagwatgeeta. Today we are reading chapter 6, Dhyaan Yoga. Here, meditation is upon the Lord as the very self of the meditator. This is meant to assimilate the self-knowledge gained from the Guru's teaching. The conditioning that I am the body will go only with the assimilation of the self-knowledge. Assimilated self-knowledge alone can express as Anand. Krishna talks about 5 important topics on meditation. They are: first, Bahiranga Sadhana, those discipline to be followed throughout daily life which influence one's meditation. Second, Ataranga Sadhana, those disciplines to be followed immediately before meditation. Third, Dhyaan Swarupam, nature of meditation. Fourth, Dhyaan Phalam, result of meditation. And fifth, Dhyaan Pratibandh Pariharu, obstacle and remedy. So first, Bahiranga Sadhana. At the outset, the Lord indicates the role of Karma Yoga in meditation by praising the Karma Yogi. Karma Yoga, being a conscious way of life, helps one is getting self-control. It converts an extrovert mind into a contemplative mind. Once this is achieved, one should try to lead a quieter life because active life becomes an obstacle to meditation. Total detachment is the characteristic of a contemplative mind. Incidentally, Krishna highlights 2 important values: self-confidence and self-control. One who lacks these 2 finds himself to be an obstacle for any pursuit. On the other hand, one who enjoys the above 2 virtues finds himself to be a supportive force in every field. Soon, he is established in the vision of the Atma, the vision of equality. Krishna mentions a few other disciplines also, like moderation in eating, sleeping, working, and resting. Second, Ataranga Sadhana. The meditator has to choose a secluded, undisturbed place for meditation. In that spiritually and physically pure place, he has to fix the seat which is neither too high nor too low, neither too soft nor too hard. Holding the body, neck and head erect, he has to fix the sight on the tip of his nose as it were. The eyes are half closed. Next, the meditator should withdraw the mind and sense organs from all the other activities. The breathing also should be maintained even. With a calm, withdrawn, undisturbed, tension-free and one-pointed mind, the meditator should meditate upon the Lord, the Atma. Third, Dhyaan, Swarupam and Phalam. Meditation is not but abidance of the withdrawn mind in the Atma. Having given up all desires and having restrained the sense through the mind, one should gradually bring back the mind with the help of the discriminative intellect, step by step. Once the mind is made to abide in the Atma, there should be no other thought. Though the mind may get distracted, one has to bring it back from the respective fields to one's own Atma. All this presupposes a clear understanding of Vedanta. Everything, including thoughts, is an object of the Atma, the awareness. The Atma is not an object for me to be thought of or to be experienced. It is the very I. Thus, to knock off all expectations and struggles and to abide as the Atma with the knowledge that I am the Atma is true meditation. Thus, constantly abiding in the Atma, the meditator comes to enjoy permanent peace which culminates in the attainment of liberation. He enjoys in every abiding mind which is completely satisfied with the discovery of the Atma. Since his Anand is not sensual, it transcends all the limits. Having discovered this inner fullness, he never lost sight of his true nature. Neither does he consider any other gain to be superior, nor is he shaken by even the greatest loss. This infinite Anand will never be lost because this was never gained. It was veiled by the false notion that I am sorrowful. Once this is removed, the inner Anand becomes evident. Thus, this is more as dissociation from sorrow rather than association. Seeing the Atma in all beings and all beings in the Atma, he gets established in the vision of equality. This vision of the Atma alone is the vision of the Lord because the Atma is not different from the Lord. Thus, the meditator is ever established in the Lord in spite of his activities. Being established in the Atma, he looks at all bodies, including his body, with the same attitude of detachment. Hence, he is free from selfishness and is spontaneously established in Dharma. He is a saint. Next, Dhyaan Pratibandh Pariharu. Now, Arjun puts a question regarding an obstacle to meditation. It is the problem of mental restlessness or extrovertedness. Because of this, one finds it difficult to meditate and assimilate the self knowledge. This frustrates Arjun's mind and he asks for a solution. Krishna gives two methods to solve this problem. They are detachment and practice. When the mind is extrovert because of desires, one has to remove it by seeing the futility of desires and their fulfillment. This is detachment. Even a detached mind can be restless because of past habits. This has to be gradually removed by consistent practice alone. Thus, mental discipline requires determination and patience. Still, Arjun feels defendant and he somehow thinks that liberation is not possible in one life. He desperately asks Krishna, what happens to that seeker who has fallen from meditation? Does he not perish like a scattered cloud? Arjun feels that the meditator has no punya because he has not done any karma. He has failed to achieve liberation also. Thus, being deceived of punya and moksha, he must face an unfortunate future according to Arjun. Not being able to accept this, Arjun surrenders to Krishna seeking clarification. Krishna consoles Arjun by asserting that a spiritual seeker can never have a bad lot. The very meditation is punya karma capable of giving heaven and later an ideal birth for the continuation of the spiritual pursuit. The yog bhrasht, one who has fallen from the path of spirituality, is reborn in a cultured, prosperous family or maybe even in the family of a saint. Having got such a birth, he gets associated with the previous wisdom at a very early age. Irresistibly drawn by the past habits, he finds his spiritual arc suddenly growing from a small flame to a huge conflagration. Committing his entire life to the spiritual pursuit and supported by the sanskars of all the previous lives, he effortlessly fulfills his mission in life. Krishna concludes this chapter by praising the meditator in general and praising the meditator of Krishna, Paramatma, in particular. Since the main topic here is meditation, the chapter is called Dhyaan Yoga or Atma Sanyam Yoga, mystery of the mind. So, this is it for today. I'll read chapter 7 in my next video. Till then, keep listening beautiful stories and keep smiling.